Hi guys, Fu here, bringing you my review for the Dark Scares Haunted House for 2013. Dark Scares is located out at 1900 East University Drive in Mesa, and their tickets are adults $20 and kids 14 and under $15. Dark Scares is sort of upped their game from last year. This year there's the Dark Scares Haunted Hotel, and then the Senses Maze, so you get 2 attractions this year instead of last year's 1. I'm going to start out with Dark Scares, obviously, because you go through that first and then move to Senses. Dark Scares is hotel themed once again, and I really adore the hotel theme so much. And I think Dark Scares is a little bit different than a lot of the other haunted attractions in the area in that it's more sort of interactive and playful. Is it the most scary haunt you're going to come across? No. Is it massively fun and still haunted and Halloween themed? 100% yes. Walking into the hotel, you get this really cool lobby. It's a big space. It looks like a really creepy hotel lobby. And you move over to the desk and have to put up with the really bored desk guy who wants nothing to do with checking you into this hotel. Maginoni and I walked up and rang the little bell. He ignored us, so he rang the bell again. Guy grabbed the bell, decided to go back to sleep, so we rang the bell while he had it in his hands, and then he went through his spiel. We bantered back and forth. It was really enjoyably creepy. The bellhop comes up, a great casting choice for both of these guys. They were great actors. The big old tall looming bellhop moving you into the rest of the space. I adore this opening sequence so much. It's a great sort of intro for the maze. It sort of sets up not a story, but more of an idea that you can move through on the whole haunt, and I really adore it. So then you move through some hallways. There's not a lot going on in these first couple of hallways. I wish there was some more stuff sort of going on. And you move through different sort of hotel vignettes, which are really great. They feel like a hotel. They're creepy. There's some good acting. And there's a couple of nice scares throughout there. There's another couple of sort of vignettes you come to in this. The garden sort of has a scene, I guess, not so much of a stop and watch scene, so much as just stuff goes on. I love the garden. I really just adore this hotel idea, because hotels are creepy, man. You stay in enough hotels, and it all just blends together as one giant, like, hotel nightmare. Seriously. And they smell weird. Can you get this... Okay, Dark Scares, can you get this to smell like that weird hotel smell? Because that would be cool, if you could. With the maze, the one thing I wish was going on was more addressing of the ceilings. There's probably some fire code that's in the way of everyone addressing their ceilings. But not even a full ceiling, but the implied idea of ceiling. Like, you get just like a little corner coming out, so you get the idea of a ceiling, would really build in this space and also give you sort of more of an idea of that outdoor versus indoor space. Or even just having a ceiling for a little bit until I've gotten the idea that I'm inside, and then a little bit before I go to the outside. Although there is an effective sort of indoor-outdoor space. There's an amazing guy bartending who has another little scene where he sort of holds you up, not really stops you, but talks with you, interacts with you for a little bit. He was really great. And then there was something really different with this sort of restaurant scene, where we were seated and had a meal. Not like we didn't actually eat it, but we were seated, stuff went on, things were creepy, and then we got like people parts for food. I know it was early in the season for them, so there was sort of some kinks or some stuff where I was like, well, how long are we going to sit here? What's going on? Do they know how long to leave us here? So I think giving the actors a couple weeks to work that out will help that, but I like the idea of this sort of sit-down restaurant type thing. There's also an amazing scare in here that I don't want to give away, but there's a TV room where things happen that scared the crap out of me. It's great, it's clever, it's beautifully executed, it's definitely a step up from what I've seen from Dark Scares last year. I adore this TV room. I think that scare to me was worth the $20 admission. And overall, I think that this is doing a really good job. There's some construction issues where there's some blank spots, sort of. But there's a lot of really great things going on. I had a lot more fun interacting with these actors. I had a lot more fun getting scared by some of the tricky things that were going on than I had at some of the other haunts. It's different and refreshing if you go to more than one haunt in a year. And I think that with the playful but scary nature of this could be appropriate not for a massively young audience, but for, 10 to 15-year-old sort of things where something like Jack and Jill's Haunted Hill would probably be too graphic. This is a little bit lighter, but still has the scary Halloween feel. The second maze is Senses, which is sort of the darkness maze taken in a different direction. And I really enjoyed that idea. It's dark, obviously a controlled low-light environment. Not 100% dark like The Nest did a couple years ago, or some of the other things. It's a very, very low-light situation to the point where you can see, sort of, that there's options for where you can go, but you can't really make out what's going on. I think we backtracked a couple of times as we went. But Senses plays with your other senses. There's a lot of sound stuff going on. They're sort of playing with that someone following you, but not really doing anything. And all of that is really well done. The problem I felt with Senses was that I wish there was more of it, and that they played more with this Senses idea, because when they were doing it, it was well done. There were sort of different floor textures, which may or may not have been there previously, but that was interesting. There was some stuff hitting me in the face, and not a whole lot of people going, "Vrah!" at you, but there was this guy who followed us who made just this slight noise a couple of times, or someone who scraped along something. It was more subtly creepy and had me a bit freaked out rather than startled. And I enjoyed that. I wish there was more playing with the senses. I kind of wish this maze was longer. But I liked that it was sort of an open area, so you can't just put your hand along the wall and follow it through. And I think that there is the seed of a really awesome thing here. It just needs to be pushed a bit further. So overall, Dark Scares is doing a really good job. I enjoyed it. I think it's well worth checking out. It's more than a solid entry into the local haunt scene. And I'm looking forward for more cool stuff next year. If this trend continues, I think this is going to get really, really excellent next year, because it's already excellent this year, and it's way better than it was the year before. So tell me what you think. Rate the video up or down, and I'll talk to you guys next time.